Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to say is we're going to open up the hood here on Old Yeller. Old Yeller here is a... You noticed how I said that, Old Yeller? It's not Old Yellow, it's Old Yeller. And it's a 1950 GMC diesel, and it's powered by a Detroit 671 turbo aftercool. And I put this engine in new. Well, it's been there now about 3 years. I got that engine from Detroit Diesel. In fact, they gave it to me. Not looking like that. We chromed it up, and it's chromed and all that brass looking stuff. That's all gold plating. And then I painted it yellow and had it pinstriped. And from the factory, this 671 engine develops 320 horsepower. And some of the old truckers that are listening to this video will say, what in the world is that old man talking about? A 671 developing 320 horsepower? Well, this one actually dynoed out at 327 horsepower. And I'm about ready to pump it to 400 horsepower. And now we'll go around the other side here. And if you'll notice, it looks kind of like a dragon wagon because we lowered it down so low. So it's easier to get in and out of, and looks a little more like a hot rod truck. And of course, as you can see, all these fancy gauges and that, they're very important to the operation of this truck. Especially when you get a beginner like me that doesn't know how to operate a truck. If he has any trouble, he can come out here and check all these little gauges and gadgets and play around with it a little bit, make sure it's running good. I'm sure you believe that. But this truck now has gone over 85,000 miles since it was painted. I painted it right here in the shop. We've been on the East Coast with it 3 different times, in New York with it 3 different times. And we've been to a lot of the American Truck Historical Society shows clear across the United States. And come over here. It has the standard 2-plate 14-inch Spicer clutch behind that 671 Detroit engine. It has a 10-speed main box with a 10th overdrive. It has the old original, well, I bought I found a brand new 8,000 4-speed Progressive Brownie with the 4th overdrive. So it's very long-legged. It'll go as fast as anybody want to drive it. I've never had it wide open. When I get to 70, I'm shaky already. I've got to slow down. And everybody has to have their roll of paper towels with them, you know, and their bungee cord. When you're going to pick up something when you're driving around and haul it home, you got to be able to tie it down and clean your windows with the paper towels. And this spare back here on the back, that doesn't actually fit the truck. That's for our travel trailer. I guess you could tell it's a little small for the truck. And as you can see, when I took a spin while ago and hit a tree limb and bent my stack back a little bit, but that makes it a little more streamlined, so I guess that's all right. It's been bent before. But it took me just 2 years right here in this shop to rebuild this truck, and most people say, well, where'd you get the truck? And kind of interesting, I bought that truck about 1960, maybe somewhere in there. And I had a fleet. I had 14 of these in one of my truck fleets in Long Beach, and I bought it from a Mack dealer there in Long Beach. The only thing I ever bought from a Mack dealer. And